Today I'm going to talk about recent developments in the last week or two that are very disturbing on the climate change front. So it's the 24th of March. Just yesterday, a paper came out, Ramsdorf et al. Man is on the paper, and it talks about a cold water anomaly just to the south of Greenland that has been persisting for a long period of time. And the paper looks at various types of evidence, including sea surface temperature in the area, and some proxies and other things. And it determines that this cold water anomaly has been very persistent and has actually built up since about 1970 or so. 75, pretty bad. And then there was some recovery in the early 90s, and then more recently the water pool has become even colder. And this is being attributed to a slowing down of the Gulf Stream. So the Gulf Stream, which runs off the east coast of the US, carries water, lots of warm water from southern latitudes to higher northern latitudes. And it crosses the Atlantic Ocean and is responsible for the relatively mild climate in the United Kingdom and Western Europe. So there's been a significant slowing of the ocean water. There are ramifications of that. As it flows up the coast, as the Gulf Stream flows up the coast, the eastern coast of the U.S., because of the Coriolis force pushing things to the right, there's Ekman flow, which pulls water away from the coast, and that's been the normal condition. So with the Gulf Stream changing, actually impinging on the continental shelf, we had in 2009, 2010, 128 millimeter or slightly over 5-inch sea level rise in the space of 2 years. Now, since the global average of sea level rise is about 3.4 millimeters per year, 128 millimeters in 2 years is, a hugely significant event. Now, also correlated with that there was a sharp transition in the Arctic sea ice thickness in about 2010. It dropped very, very sharply. So it is possible that there's a connection to this Gulf Stream slowdown. There was a paper published in BAMS in 2013 which showed a plot of the AMOC, the Arctic Meridional Overturning Circulation ocean current, and it showed it actually slowing, even reversing in that year, 2010. So that agrees with the most recent study. It fits in with that pattern. So also the shifting of the Gulf Stream moves the distribution of warm and cold water. So there's been a lot of warm water sitting off the east coast of the US. So when the nor'easters come across, they pick up the moisture from the warmer water. There's higher evaporation. They pick up the moisture, and as a result, it's flooded. Well, flooded. It's swamped the eastern seaboard of the U.S. and Canada with massive amounts of snowfall. And of course, there's been very cold the trough of the jet stream lying over lots of eastern North America, whereas the ridge has been over western North America. So the west has been exceptionally warm, the east has been exceptionally cold with all of the snow.